Hey everybody, this is Ryan Protentialmn for CardRunners.com. In this video, I will be doing a basic hand history review of my recent $215 100k guaranteed victory on True Poker from early September. This is the first part of a multi-part series. This review is also similar to how I do coaching sessions and will give a pretty good insight into how I think during and play a slower paced and deeper structured game type. Thank you for being a member of CardRunners. I hope you enjoy the series. So the way I'm going to do this hand history review is to show every decision, but with how many hands it is, around 500, I'm going to have to move through it fairly quickly. So because of that, you might see me skip around from hand to hand occasionally and leave out some pieces. But for the most part, you guys are going to get a very good view into nearly every single decision I make throughout it. So let's get started. Pretty standard open so far. Really dry flop, small little c-bet, takes it down. I'm not really going to show other people's decisions until we get to the final table. I don't really feel as though it matters that much early stages. Obviously, it can. You can get a lot of information off of decisions people make at the table, sizings, that kind of stuff. But because I was playing the number of tables that I was at the time, this is really the only information that I'm going to have seen, so we're going to go through it as though I was playing it in real time, essentially just paying attention to the hands that I've played and also paying attention to HUD stats that I have. I guess it's important to mention who I know at the table and who I believe to be a good reg and how I might expect them to play. Chicken Fried Rice is a reg, Deal Maker is a reg, Ethereal Fog is a reg. I don't know who Lax is, they might be a reg. Dazed Ace is a reg. Paul DeWalds is a pretty good reg. Dagfish is a reg, and 6bet 4-2 off is a pretty good reg as well. So with how difficult this table draw is and how good everybody is, even though it's a $215 buy-in with a decent guarantee as far as American sites go, I'm probably going to be playing a fairly aggressive style, and I'm also going to be doing my best to just build up. Unless I thought that maybe we were going to have our table broken down or something like that. But as it has a really good structure, and as the field isn't exactly that soft, I'm probably going to be taking thinner spots than I would in something like, say, the Sunday Million. That's not to say that I'm going to force flips or anything like that, but if there's a high variance decision in the tournament and I'm confident that it's plus EV, I'm very likely going to take it. This should definitely be at least a call. I don't mind 3-betting here, I don't mind flatting here, I really just like folding with how deep we are, having position, even with it being mostly regs. I think J Hamilton 90 is a reg as well, don't know for certain though. So pretty standard open, another c-bet. This is kind of an interesting spot. We have Lax Leopard running very loose and somewhat passive, so because of that, I actually don't mind barreling off here, or at least double barreling for value. And almost always checking river, maybe occasionally making a hero very thin value bet. So I do like betting turn. I think I should bet larger. They have plenty of draws and stuff like that. If they have an 8, they're never folding. 220. I mean, a lot of the hands that they do have that have draws have a lot of equity versus us, as they could hit an 8 and counterfeit us. Plus their overcards and flush draws or straight draws getting through. So it should definitely go larger. That's a really bad river for us, so we're just going to check fold.